Tactic.
Do you want to tell us any more than that?
Oh, it's tactic.
Okay. So.
What's tactic?
Hey, this guy, man. I big up everyone that's come to Never a Foul, man. It's just feels like it's been a long time, but it's only not. It's only been about 14 hours. Yeah, man. We're gonna be joined by Mons and Ches. Got someone to talk about Chelsea. Someone to talk about Liverpool. Everyone talk to crash it on Arsenal. But other than that, we're gonna be talking about Carabao Cup stuff. Ten Hag again. Oh, another comments just came out today as well. This guy's like living in his own bubble, man. I just read it just now once. It's not looking that good, innit? As I said, according to he said
Tactic.
No, I need the whole thing. I need the whole thing.
Context.
Roll that one. Roll that.
Again, yeah.
Tactic.
Do you want to tell us any more than that?
Oh, it's tactic.
Okay. So.
Yeah, I'm what?
Oh man, I wish it was a bit louder, but can't do much about that. Oh man, who's gonna get up? Who's gonna be the upset today? Is it really gonna be Man United? We're gonna talk about who's available. What should happen if certain teams lose to certain managers? Is what it is. But what are you saying, Ches, man? If you got Blackburn today, no, you don't even sound confident in your own ends,
bro. It's been a tough week. I mean, elation against our massive win against Arsenal. I mean, draw, and then obviously we get smacked up by the bees, stung all over the body. Them peak 2-0 at home, back to reality settings. You know the vibes. And then obviously today we've got Blackburn where we should win, but you know how it is with Chelsea, man.
We've got Excel bully off the ball, Gallagher.
But Don,
Excel bully off the ball, Gallagher. Let me just tell you.
Gallagher. Why did he say it like that? Why did he say it like that? Settings.
I don't know, man. I know.
Oh man,
What's going on in the
yeah, well, we should win. I'm excited for the game to see how we play, even against Blackburn.
You don't sound excited, man. Where's the enthusiasm in the voice?
Brentford, like we drew against Arsenal, where everyone was like praising us. You know, like Chelsea showed a different side to us. Played Arsenal off the park, not for full 90, but large amount of the game. You expecting us to follow on, and then we do that.
I see Crocodile Dundee in the comments right now.
I see him. We say it, Don.
Hey, someone said that in Mons' stream. Literally, I'm not even joking. Was there about an hour ago? Someone said, "What's the names that people were coming up for Don?" Someone said Greasy Don, and then someone said, "Yeah, Madonna." We saw Stefflon Don, and then Don Crapsey, and then someone said Crocodile Dundee.
Crocodile Dundee, crazy. Don't have it, man.
This is amazing, man. This is amazing. But yeah, man. People, if you're here, make sure you run up the likes. 200 people here, 71 likes. It could be further than that. You know, you lot can make that happen. And also big up back, Red John, he's back all the way in Fiji. Don't know what time it is over there, but I'm gonna guess it's the morning or something like that. Like near enough there, maybe 11 o'clock at night. Don't know, man. I wish I was there personally, innit? But yeah, man. Let's get straight into this thing, man. Let's talk about Mr. Tactico himself. Man United versus Newcastle. Before we get onto Arsenal versus West Ham, Liverpool got Bournemouth, so forth and so forth. Bro, we obviously dived into it a little bit differently on your stream once, but I'm gonna ask Ches first. Is this the end of Ten Hag in your opinion? If he does not win this game, considering Newcastle's injuries, and them injuries are Harvey Barnes, Sven Botman, Isaac, Jacob Murphy, Elliot Anderson, Sandro Tonali. No one cares about Manquillo anyways. So what are we saying, man? It's
you know what?
Looking peak out here, man.
Yeah. The writing's already on the wall. So it's already a case of it can get a little bit worse than this. The fan base, I'm hearing a lot of, I'm done with him. Like, the football's crap. He's not doing what he did last season. The performances have been shocking. Even the wins have been poor. So this, if he get, I don't think you'll get smacked. But let's say you did get smacked today. I think it's a cup competition that you won last year, right? You won the Carabao Cup last year, innit? I feel like the way it's been going, and the football and the club and the fans, it could be the end if it was a smacking. But if you were to lose just tight loss, it would still be the groans. But I don't think it would be enough to get sacked. I think the only way you get sacked and he's end of the road tonight or tomorrow morning will be to get smacked. Do I think that's going to happen? No, but it's going to be tight because Newcastle, even by the injuries, they have a style of play. They play well under Howe. They're doing decent in the league. Obviously, Champions League, they're doing all right. They lost the other day against Dortmund, but still doing decent. So I think it's not looking good for Ten Hag, and he's got to do a lot to turn around the fan base, man. Even if he wins today, it's not enough, innit? Because the football just dross.
Yeah, it is dross. Look, the only thing Man United can go off of once is, you even alluded to it, was the Palace game when they beat them 3-0 and it was completely different personnel. No Rashford, no Bruno, none of that. Not even a left back. Not a capable one at that anyways, that's recognised. They had Amrabat was there last time out. Pretty much it should be the same kind of lineup before. But knowing this guy, you don't know where he's going to go towards. He might end up playing Bruno. He might end up playing Rashford. When your job's on the line, you start playing as much goal scorers as you can think of as much as possible. It could legit be. It could be either a shit show or a revival case. Even if Man United did win, what basis does that allow him to turn things around for the fans, anyways? Because do you get what I mean?
To turn things around right now, it can't be done over one game. It can't even be done over 3 games. We need to talk about a good... I'm not saying go win the next 10 games in a row because no one does that apart from maybe City. But you need to win convincingly because, as we've alluded to, we've only seen one good performance from United this season in the 14 games you've played, and that is Crystal Palace in the cup when you won 3-0. And that was even Palace's... See, they had Readabout starting.
Well, they had like youngsters...
the Readabout. Come on, man.
Tactic.
Do you want to tell us any more than that?
Well, it's tactic.
Okay. So.
You know what I'm saying? But it's tactic. This is what it is, bro. So now I'll be real. You are at the point where if he wants to win the fans over again, the Ten Hag out fans, which is increasing by the day, bro, he has to win and win convincingly and secure a starting 11 that he's going to keep going with. So you can name the, because a lot of the better teams, you can name the 11 kind of without even having it confirmed. And that's what Man United need to get to. Everything's chop and change. There's no style of football. He needs to change that. The foundation needs to be set. And then I think he'll get the fans back on board again. Results also need to happen at the same time. But it's a lot of pressure to get results and have a style of play. I think results keeps you there. Results keeps the fans on board. But if they want to be perfectionists, they want to see the style of play. And now he's kind of got it all on his back while being under pressure, while needing to win, while being mid-table in the Premier League.
Apparently there's a league lineup, potential one, and also this is what he said earlier for Fabrizio Romano to come out. Says Ten Hag said that he believes it's a matter of time before we are showing our true selves. It will come, I am certain. At Man United, every game involves high stakes. Every single day there is pressure on everybody involved with the club, but we will be our best soon, I'm sure. Now, no one believes that. The thing is, you're not going to come out and say that you're garbage. I understand how it's going to have to be in it. You're not going to come out and say, I don't believe in this team. I don't want this. I don't want that. Like, we hear it. But you have to wordplay yourself differently if you want to get fans on side, because the fans are the 12th man. If the fans allow for you, then you get something extra. The elite lineup is potentially this, allegedly, anyways. Onana in goal, Dalot, Varane, Maguire, Reguladon. Then you've got Amrabat. Some people call him Amra Crap these days. You've got Hannibal.
Amrabat, DJ Envy in the six.
Man said Haramrabat. Haramrabat.
Yeah, you don't know about Haramrabat.
Aye, that's a new one in my books. Anyways, Hannibal, Mount, Garnacho, Anthony, and Martial. So that's the league lineup potentially. Anyways, that should be a more than a good enough team to beat Newcastle, who don't really fare well too tough at Old Trafford. But these days, does it really matter who comes to Old Trafford? They're going to have to rotate. Their league lineup potentially is going to have feature Anthony Gordon up striker because, Callum Wilson's the only fit number 9 and they're going to need him more for the league. and he's injury prone at the end of the day. So you might see something like Joe Willock on the left, Almiron on the right, and maybe Anthony Gordon up front. That could be, or maybe even Lewis Hall last time he played there against City. It's just, I just see, Ches, there is no excuses. If you lose this game, at Old Trafford, by the way, where we've already lost a few times out this season, surely this is his final straw. Some people say Fulham, some people say maybe up to Luton, but Luton's the one of them games where no matter what happens, you're going to beat them anyways because they're that.
It's like Sheffield, isn't it?
It's like shoehorning a result, no matter the performance.
Bro, literally, since what Mon said, I said similar thing before, bro. That team, the thing is, also playing on paper, we get it, but at the same time, the style of play is easy for everyone to see, whether you watch football or not. And the fact that you can't see a style of play is the reason why everyone's even more annoyed at the situation. So that's why that team on paper, if he had a style of play, should be winning this game or competing against Newcastle. But the way it's been going right now, you just don't know if they're going to score, how many they concede, what's going on with the flipping team. It's just, even that team was saying, it's not terrible. Like, he should be competing at least, especially Newcastle's injuries that they've got at the moment. Like, Isaac's out, Barnes is out. You should at least be competitive. Newcastle aren't there yet. They're decent, but they're not there yet. And you might finish above them last year. So if he loses this game, especially in the manner we saw against City, it's definitely curtains. It should be. How can he turn it around in even Christmas time? That's not good enough. Bro, he for him to turn this around and save himself from this job, he'll need to win today convincingly, beat Fulham decent, and then continue that kind of like momentum and keep increasing the performances. The result today for me, even with that team, I don't know what it does. Because I think the fan base is already muttering Ten Hag out as it is. Most of them saying it like you directly. So I don't know.
Yeah,
on paper, the team's good, but it's the football, innit? At the end of the day.
Yeah, I hear it. The thing is, I don't even like to come across as a negative Man United fan. Like, I feel like I'll call them out. Rants, negative, super negative. I'm not that sort of dude. Who else is proper negative as a Man United fan? You could say Structure, Mr. Structure. Big up Nuruddin, by the way. He's quite negative. But the thing is, he has constructive basis to come off of, which I appreciate more. You know, I'm not one of them guys. I like to be positive, but I don't like to be too positive like Ty, who's on Never a Foul sometimes, where it's delusion, in my opinion. But again, he has substance as well within his talk. But for me, I'm trying to find any sort of positive I can find for him to turn this around. And for me, I feel like the writing's already on the wall, Monts. You know, like, I don't think however it is, I don't think the players are going to run for him. And the thing is, even if Hannibal is to run for him, and let's say the pure basics of player to do what is required, I don't see any like half the team doing that as well. I think he's already done, man. I think once you've lost your dressing room, I don't think there's any way back for that, man. I'll be honest, once. Like, you know who got out of it the perfect? I think Jurgen Klopp was a lucky man to get out of what he did last year. And that's someone that you can call a proper manager, right? Because he ended up doing what he had to do. And he got the team back to where it needed to be. Whereas where you see Man United, there's no evidence from any previous manager the last 10 years that it's going to end up, you know, back in like fairyland like last year.
You got to understand though, bro, like Klopp had more money in the bank. So even though the season was a failure, ultimately, he'd never had a chance to rebuild the Liverpool team yet. So it was like, cool, we'll give him the hard reset. But if you fuck up this year, you're done.
Yeah, like, definitely would have been finished.
That's what it would have been. It would have been, it's time to move on. We appreciate what you've done, but it's time to move on. So you got to remember as well that it was glaringly obvious what Liverpool were missing. So the style of play was still there. We were trying to play high-octane football with no engine in the midfield, with no midfield.
Exactly.
So it wasn't working. So, but at least, again, there's the basis there. You look at Poch, there's still a basis of possession-based football there. It's not working in terms of it's not getting results, the results they need to be getting, but there's a basis, there's a start, there's a start. And with United, of course, as I alluded to at the start of the video, it's not like we can say, oh, well, at least Ten Hag's trying to do this, so it will come good. Because that's usually the antidote to anyone who feels like they don't want to get their manager, is that, okay, it will come good eventually. It's time, give it patience. He's not giving you anything to be patient about. That's what Ten Hag, he's not doing anything for you to be patient about. So I think again, we signed. We still didn't even get what we wanted to get. Remember, we lost out to Caicedo. We didn't get Lavia, but we still managed to get McAllister and Szoboszlai, and obviously we got Endo in the end, who isn't of the level. But the revamping the midfield was good enough to get Liverpool at least back there, not at the top, but we're in and amongst it, innit? So I think with Ten Hag, again, he just addressed certain, like his signings just always confuse me as well. A lot of things just confuse me into what he does. It's not just the tactics, it's the tactics, the man management, and the talent ID. It's all three of them. Do you know what I'm saying? I think defensively, his signings weren't abysmal. Casemiro has still been a good signing. I'm sorry. Yeah, cool. I'm on him, and I think he's done. And I think he's doing his best Fabinho impression. And I think it's holiday time for him. But he had a world-class season last season. So, you know, at the moment, it's still down to form. Everyone else defensively for me has been fine. But anything going forward is
bleak. And you know what that comes down to as well, Mons?
Tactic.
Do you want to tell us any more than that?
Oh, it's tactic.
Okay. So
I mean, like it all comes down to that. But you know what I'm not gonna do right here, yeah, because I think it'll be very unfair to say if Man United lose tonight, it's down to Ten Hag and because of these players. That might be very unfair to the fact that Newcastle might play extremely well, no matter what the case is. That they don't, you know, it's not on them. It's down to Man United. Typically, you could say Man United's at home, Old Trafford, Newcastle. They go there, don't typically get a win. It's always scrappy kind of affair as well. And then it will be taking away what maybe Newcastle might produce on the pitch, even with injuries. Because if we're going to talk about tactics and stuff like that, look at Jamie Lascelles, look at Paul Dummett, look at you can even say Matt Targett to a degree, even though he's not great, like as well. Like you could see, even if you put Lewis Hall on the left wing, at the end of the day, they still don't abandon what they believe in. And yes, Eddie Howe might change it sometimes against Man City and stuff, but he doesn't abandon principle. You know, he's not naive to know that Man City are going to have all the ball, but he got the result at the end and he deserved it, especially in that second half. So the way I look at it, you know, where there's such a clear basis of play within Newcastle and the Tottenham now, where it don't matter who you bring in, it's just not there. So backing the player, but compared to backing the manager, how can you back the manager when he keeps playing the same players that we always find that's an issue at the club? It makes no sense, right? So, you know, if Man United can't beat Newcastle when they're playing pretty much their flipping Jimmy Savile under 11 type situation, bro, because they got no choice, then here we are, bro. You need to get sacked. It's as simple as that. I don't see why you want to give him to Fulham. I think it's a perfect game. Maybe give him to Fulham. And then before you know it, you got Luton Town. Bring in an interim. That's the way I look at it. Because it's what he said for me yesterday, Mons. I said yesterday in the title and on stream, Ches, it's unforgivable. Let me switch it around. If it was you lot, yeah, and it was your managers and you was in that situation and they come out with what they said, you lot would want your manager out, bro.
Yeah, if it was Chelsea,
you two big clubs, Chelsea, Liverpool.
Yeah,
so
Chelsea definitely gone.
Why is it always an excuse for Man United? Do you
know
get
what
what
it
I'm
is,
saying?
What do you mean?
Like Man United love to make this excuse, yeah. Like it's the squad, it's the players, it's the Glazers, it's the fucking manager, But when you think of a big club situation, if any other manager said that, right? It's like Graham Potter last year. Look at the comments he came out with. Look at the way he was acting.
Yeah, it's similar. It's similar. Yeah,
you know how similar that is. Out of depth. You're at a big club. Any other big club, that would be a sackable offense.
But you know it is. What it is as well, yeah, it's the fact what happened last season, which taints everybody even more. It's the fact that last season he played more reserve football and you were fairly successful, got third, 2 finals, one of them you won. And that's why everyone this season's like, wait a minute, now you actually have the opportunity to put out your style of play, to buy the players you want. Why ain't it working? Like last season, we get it. You were given the players, you had to make do with what you got. But this season, there's no excuses. That's why it looks worse. Because last season, you gave it a pass for the football you were playing. You're like, cool. But this season is like, you got Mount now. You're not even playing him. Anthony's not done nothing. Martial's look worse. Rashford is falling off a cliff.
Again.
And it's 10 games. Like, I'm not saying 9 games anymore. It's now 10 games. Now we're looking at it like, rah. Like, that's a big sample size now. So I'm saying, so it looks worse. If it came in last season like this, it would still be bad, but it'd be like, cool, end of the season, cool. You got your new players in there. But it's the fact last season happened and he got backed. That's the issue. No one could say he didn't get backed. No one could say that.
I know you can't say that. It's just he had every opportunity to go get what he needed to do to go and make it the situation better. Let's say that, like less worse. than what it can be. I'm just trying to think of the game tonight, though. I'm going to try to focus on a positive for him then, Mons, yeah? Let's say Man United field a team out there. They go beat Newcastle 2 or 3-0, and there looks like there's some sort of basis to go off of. Would you say he has some sort of opening of hope?
Well,
Let's say
you're not going to get set up to win it again.
no, of course not. The thing is, I will always support my team, even when we win. No matter who the manager is, I'm gonna cheer. I don't care who scores the goals. And when we lose, I'm gonna be mad, like I always am. Anyways, I'm still numb, like you was last year after results, and it just gets to the point that I've had enough.
I was down bad. Yeah.
Do you reckon if there is some sort of basis, there is some sort of glimmer of hope, maybe for the situation for Ten Hag to revive it? Because
as long as the manager is still employed, he has every opportunity to revive the situation. You can start at any point because there's always the next game. As long as there's a next game, you can revive because all you can do is put things right the next game by winning. But he's not doing that.
The thing is, what if he wins? What if he wins through crappy style? Like, what I'm trying to get is through winning through crappy style or winning through a basis.
But again, some of the best managers have weird styles and boring styles and get results. If Ten Hag was still getting results and you lot were like 4th place, no one's screaming Ten Hag out. People would just say, we're getting results, but I really wish there was a basis to do it. Then it's a completely different conversation. When it comes to managing a top 4 club or a top 6 club or let's just say big 6 club, innit?
Yeah.
Results are like to be getting base. So like, let's say you go and play Wolves at home. Whether you're having a bad time, whether you have injuries, you're expected to beat Wolves at home.
It's always results.
Yeah, like you're supposed to get normal results. Cool. No one's gonna get too mad if you're losing against Spurs, you lose against Liverpool, you lose against an Arsenal. It's not the end of the world, bro. But if you're losing, if you're being outplayed by teams that are so inferior to you week in, week out, it's a problem. Points and results to an extent is a minimum. That's why with Poch, like I still think his job ain't completely safe because yes, he has to style to play. But Chelsea have there's a Chelsea way and the Chelsea standard where regardless of whatever circumstance they're in, they should be beating Villa at home. Regardless of their inform, they just should be winning. Do you know what I'm saying? No one's saying they need to be perfect, but they need to be getting results over the line so they're in and amongst Europe. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man United having a bad season would be, I don't know, 5th, 6th. Like, remember, under Ollie, when it was 5th, 6th, man was like, what the fuck's going on? Now man are up in 8th and going, I wish we was 5th, 6th. Just the bar's in hell. It's in hell right now. Like bad seasons with the top 6 teams used to be just outside of Europe. Now it's like mid-table.
Mid-table. Deemed poor. Before poor was outside top 4.
Yeah.
Like Arsenal fans were raving for years about we want to get first. Once he's out top 4, we need top 4 again. This is how it goes, isn't it? But you know what it is?
The bar's low, man.
The bar is low, but for it's context though as well. Because the reason why you said positive notes, right? What I would say in a positive spin, if I'm a devil's advocate, is if you get rid of him, doesn't this whole process cycle again? And I know people will say, yeah, but the manager, you can't turn a blind eye to what he's doing. But like at the same time, being toxic positivity, right? If you get rid of him, you've now got a new man or interim manager. He's got a bunch of these players.
Yeah, but that's where it comes down to. I believe like, when you recruit a new manager, who's the one that is going to say, I can get the best out of said players in the squad that are new as well. I can use these players. They fit into what I want. That's down to the recruitment side of things when they go and down to the director of football is or maybe the technical directors, all the people that look for a manager. That's where you have to identify who's going to work with the current limbo and say he definitely fits in with what I think. Because again, look, I said it yesterday, and I don't want this to be an echo chamber for the people in the comments and stuff like that. But obviously, you two weren't here. So I'll say it. You can't tell me like he made us believe that Casemiro is shit. He's not shit, bro. He's just you can just see no matter who you put in that 6th role, they're gonna be absolutely, bro. You need a Rodri for that, and barely he would do a job there because he's so out of pocket because there's no one around him. That comes down to tactic, right? So, anyways, you're telling me you got a basis of injured Varane, which is fair enough. Casemiro, am I meant to believe Malacia, Luke Shaw's, like these are we're talking about footballers here, yeah. The loads of good footballer, technical footballer, yeah. Not saying he's the best in the world. You got Garnachos, you've got Amad Diallo's, you've got Hoyland, you've got Hannibal, who's yet to prove himself. You could say, in terms of potential, you got Kobe Mino there, you got Amrabat there as well. But bro, there's football players there that are good at football, right? That you can definitely work off to fit into a system. I'm pretty sure if you used to bring the Zerbian or someone that had some sort of sense would make the best situation out of the current crop of player, because there's definitely a crop of player right now at Man United, in my opinion, where you can get something going and the ball rolling to say, this is what I need for this. Mount's a good he's a technically secure, decent enough footballer. I'm not saying he's well beat, but you can definitely make a good enough system.
You don't think these same arguments would have been levied before? When you got rid of other managers, though.
But the thing is, he had all the chance to do that. I think there's still a crop of player for him to do that, but he just refuses to play a certain type of way, maybe because he's got PTSD or something. See, this again, these are always questions, yeah, that I can't actually answer. I can only give off my thought, which is the same for you guys as well. But the thing is, he's not given any basis for anyone to go off of to know what kind of thing to go off of. People want to call about the squad all the time once, yeah? Before I do the super chat, Aya, big up, by the way. What was I saying? I lost my train of thought a little bit. There's no train of thought in terms of what I'm trying to say. So what I'm trying to say with Ten Hag, there's no basis of style when there's a whole squad here that he has got rid of. Half of them he's got rid of. Yeah. So what am I meant to believe that the new players? Let me name them. Malacia, Ericsson, Casemiro, Hoyland, Anthony, Martinez, Loneys and Reguilon, another Loney and Amrabat. Bro, they're still there. So yeah, are we always going to continue to blame players all the time? All the time. You're making out that it's always the same situation. Do you get what I mean? I know there's a couple of players from different areas that you need to get rid of. But how many times can we make an excuse for a manager and keep pointing towards Glazers all the time when he's the one that brought in these players? I lie?
Bro, I'll be real. Like, a lot of rival fans have been saying it. Like, yes, the Glazers are toxic. They're probably the worst owners out there alongside some of the others in the top six. But they're not the ones with the shin pads. They're not the ones with the tactic board. They're not the ones you're going out there and putting in 2-footers. Unfortunately, they're the guys at the top who do make certain decisions, but you still have to go out there, fill the team, and get a result. And I think,
if you're not going to do that, if you're not going to do that, then means what exactly prior to that? If you're not going to go out there and get the result, then what does that mean?
What do you mean?
Ultimately,
sackable, isn't it?
Done.
Sackable, bro.
Yeah, but my point is, like, I understand Martinez is like he's key to kind of Man United's build up. You know, like the way you want to play out from the back, the way you've now implemented the high line. Martinez is very pivotal to that. But why do you only have one defender who is almost detrimental to your style of play? At the end of the day, when your style of play is implemented enough throughout the squad, no matter who comes in, yes, it's not going to be to the same level, but the players should know exactly what needs to be done. At most, there should still be, like, so for instance, I don't want to use Liverpool as an example. When Liverpool were flying in 2019, 2020, people like James Milner, Oxlade-Chamberlain were coming in, and you wouldn't see much of a difference in the style because they knew what they needed to do. Yes, it's not going to be the same as Fabinho. It's not going to be the same as Wijnaldum, but the lesser players are still providing, they know what they need to do. Do you know what I'm saying? Just when Rashford plays, Rashford's going to play how Rashford's going to play, regardless of the style. When Bruno plays, he's going to play right centre-back, left centre-back, cam, CM, chase the ball. Bruno's going to play how Bruno plays, no matter what the tactic board says. Unless Ten Hag's telling him to go out and express himself. If Ten Hag's saying express yourself, then that's even worse. So it's a lose-lose either way. Like, I don't know, man. It's just that he needs to, for me, be even more brave and just play the style he wants to play and run that. But the crazy thing is, he said, "Oh, I'm not going to play the same way as last season. We now have the players to play direct, so I want to play more direct." So that's what we're doing right now.
Boy. By
the way, people, like button. You see this? You see the like button? Where is it? See it? There. Hit the like button. Hit
kind of fuzzy. It's kind of fuzzy.
Is it fuzzy?
It's all right.
It's not. We actually don't have 521 likes, but YouTube is bugging. But make sure we smash the like button, man.
I was going to say, where did they come from? I was about to say, what did it come from?
You, bro, because when you tap it, it doesn't say, look, it says 100 and
No idea.
not even focusing, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, 169 likes. You lot, special like button and subscribe, man.
Yeah, 100%. Big up, man. Big up. It says my biggest criticism of Ten Hag of how he went about the rebuild of the squad. Well, that's his biggest criticism was how he went about his rebuild of the squad. The man wasn't done fixing the fence, and he was already buying Mounts and Anthony's. Exactly, man. The thing is, Mount would have been okay if you brought in another capable enough midfielder in terms of build up, like more than just a loan, because you can get a loan from anything. But it's the Anthony one for me, man. That you got to live and die by that sword, bro. But yeah, good super chat that was. And then Hamza, bro, no Man United kit for me. Hashtag Manchester. The thing is, Hamza, didn't you take like a photo of like 12 different types of shirts? One of them was Arsenal. You made us out to believe it was photoshopped. When you go check every different image on the TV, and they're all different. They photoshopped that too, Hamza. Okay, yeah. All right then. I big up Hamza though, man. Funny guy, honestly. When he wants to be, slaphead. But moving on from Man United as well. Before we do that, what do you think is going to be the result?
It's tough.
I've gone now. 1-1 United on pens. I think United again. Someone in the comments, I think it was Asad in my stream a couple of days yesterday. Actually, he said that Newcastle have this inferiority complex at certain stadiums and against certain teams, and I think Man United is one of them. Like, look how good they were last season, and they still couldn't beat Manchester United as well. I think they got it with Liverpool as well at times. Like the way we done the double over them, we're at our worst. Like, I think we don't still win, man. I don't know.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. No VAR, Man United could win this time because the amount of things we get given against us this season, crazy. What?
Is that true?
Nothing, man. There's nothing.
What? Go check the guy.
Hey.
Didn't say anything, man.
Calm down there, Jabba.
Get back in.
Yeah.
Bro. I ain't saying
Slow down, buddy.
What was your prediction, Ches?
Boy, it's gonna be a dusty win. I'm saying 2-1 United.
I'm gonna go 2-0 Man United. Only reason being, I don't think it's gonna look good. I just think Newcastle might be a little bit too weak this time out in terms of their forwards. So if they did play, I think their midfield will run the shop. But I think when it goes forward, I don't think Anthony Gordon, if he is to be true to be starting striker and Almiron and stuff, I think that's where they might not have enough in the bank, if that makes sense. If Anthony Gordon was left, Callum Wilson is in the middle, and then Almiron's there, I'll be looking at it a little bit differently. But that's if that's the case, I'll change my prediction. We're definitely conceding. But I think they're going to rotate and look towards Arsenal more than this. So I'll back it, but it does, and I'll have a decent attitude for it. But I'm not even solely convinced on it because I don't know what lineup I'm going to see. As soon as I see Scott McTominay in there, that's it, man. My predictions, yeah, fuck it. Newcastle.
You're saying, yeah, before we move on, you're saying if Newcastle win, let's say they don't smack you, man, but it's convincing, you think he'll get sacked? Not what you want to happen. Do you think he'll get sacked, though? Because I don't think he will. If
we get bad, yeah, I think he gets.
I'm saying not bad, but like they control the game, midfield, like you're saying. They hit.
Yeah, I mean, results keep you in a job. The results keep you in the job. That's as easy as that. But if you don't get the result and you get beaten at Old Trafford again, yeah, man. Like Craig Lee says, Newcastle under 11s to win 3-0. Exactly. That, bro, they can play their academy. They'll probably still win. So yeah, man. Look, man. I think we should rotate, and I think he will still keep a couple big hitters in there. I'm only going to go off what I saw against Palace. It might be something similar, but at the same time, I don't believe in. This is where Newcastle, when we talk about depth, you know, I don't even know if Lewis Hall's going to play. I don't even know if Livermento's going to play. It's just things like that. I think Livermento's quality, by the way, and then obviously they got a lot of injuries. But I'm not going to rule Newcastle out about their lineup because they could still put a strong lineup and go batter Man United. It all depends on the lineup for me, and I'm just going to go off what I think is going to happen. I can only do that. And I don't think it's going to be a good display, and that's not going to make me happy either. I'm going to be happy that we won and you're through to the next round, of course, but I'm not going to be exhilarated from the performance if it's going to be shit. But yeah, moving on from then, from Man United and all that situation, we've got other teams to play, talk about as well. Arsenal's got West Ham, Chelsea's got Blackburn, Liverpool's got Bournemouth. See, a lot of this is easier said than done. We actually went through some of the lineups. Well, actually, pretty much all the lineups have Monsters on Monsters channel as well. You know, West Ham's fielded a second stringish team on last time against Lincoln. Arsenal did as well against Brentford. Bournemouth half rotated their last game, and Liverpool obviously rotated their squad. It's going to be interesting. I think there's going to be some upsets in there, like Ipswich, Fulham. I think Ipswich might have that one, in my opinion. But let's move on to the where I don't know where to start with, but I'm going to ask you, Ches.
Stanford Brothel.
You want to start with Stanford Brothel? Ches,
Behave.
There must be. We looked into the games, yeah. Like Wimbledon were 1-0 up for a short time, until the penalty from Adway came, like the 48th minute or something like that, and then Enzo came on to win the game. Then your next game, you played well against Brighton, but apparently, according to Monts, I remember falling asleep to that game, said they had a lot of missed chances.
Yeah, they did too, boys.
Surely you do not even think in your mind that you're going to fumble this one. Come on now.
Hey, I'm just hearing it.
I can't even say it. It's the bar is in, yo.
Don't ask me loaded questions like that, man.
It's mad.
I'm just here enjoying my club, innit? Do you know what I mean? Nah, jokes aside, come on, man. Chelsea, come on. Chelsea, you've got to win this game, man.
I don't know.
Listen, let me break it down for you, yeah? We have to. I think we got Tottenham on Monday, innit? I think it's Monday. We need to play well this game, because if we lose against Tottenham, boy, it starts to get not Ten Hag levels, the murmurs.
You know what that reminds me of?
Questionable.
You know what that reminds me of? I remember when David Moyes took over Man United and lost against Everton, and they sacked him after that. Is that what you're trying to say? If you lose against your former club, is that sackable fences?
I feel as though the Spurs one will have a major dagger on Chelsea fans, because all the Chelsea fans are surprised. Obviously, Crystal Palace they won the other day. It was a good performance. They're now top of the league, and they're thinking they got Postecoglou, we got Poch. He had the proven track record. Poch didn't. The other guy didn't, sorry. And he's top of the league and we're like 10th. It's not making sense. So if they were to beat us, again, two years in the bounce like that, we're looking peak.
Blackburn, you cannot be losing against Blackburn. Come on,
man.
Needs
to be a win. Like, I'm not going to say we're going to lose.
Blackburn, I've got -2 or 3 goal difference, if I'm correct. They're like 12th in the championship. They concede a lot of goals. They got a fair few goals for themselves, but this is Blackburn, bro. They're the ones that have to travel. They're the ones that are going to want this a lot, to be fair, as well. But surely, like, even in your mind,
why are you playing it like this, man?
No.
Even my team, man.
What do you mean? No pressure.
Stop doing this, because if we were talking about trophies, you'd be the loudest one here. So let's keep this energy. At the end of the day, it used to be Stanford backshots. Now it's Stanford Brothel. Yeah, 3 points. Take it. It's everywhere. So I'm just saying, you must win this. The fact that man are unsure about Blackburn at home is horrific. It is horrific. Your pivot is 200 million plus. Yeah, and if you do not rotate, the thing is, you should rotate. You should be rotating.
8 months. He said we're playing a strong team, bro. It's Pete.
You know, if you play a strong team, this should be 10 out of 10.
That's what I'm worried about. If we play a strong team, we don't smack them up. It's Pete.
No, because you need this win. I know I've said it 3 times now. Like, I just don't get the fear, and I do get the fear, because the amount of games you've lost at home is staggering.
That's why the fear comes from the fact that look, my hood's on, and bro, I'm hiding. G, the fear comes from the fact that we played Arsenal. That was one of our best performances. And then we literally played crap against Brentford at home the following week. Does that make sense?
Were you crap or were you not?
Oh, I watched the game, right? The first, I think you might watch it. I watched it, right? 21st, 25 minutes.
Enough to say that.
First 25 minutes once.
Apparently, there's news that their top scorer might not even be available.
We're going to win. I'm joking, obviously. We're going to win, but against Brentford,
I don't believe that. No, it's not.
No, we're going to win. No, we're not talking about it.
No. Ches, man, you can't come on to never a foul, yeah?
No, I'm not doing this.
I think you cannot apply chest when the situation is there. I do not even. Do you believe it? For one moment, he's going from 50-50 PTSD, and now he's saying we're going to win. What are you doing? A spec kind of situation.
You have
can't
to
lose.
convince yourself.
I can't
You
take a
got,
loss.
bro, you got to convince yourself, because at the end of the day, you're Chelsea Football Club. But you do have to be, objective about it and know that you lot are beatable in most games that you play at the moment, because you have your style of play, but the results right now, you need results, and putting the ball in the back of the net has been one of your larger issues. I don't think Blackburn should pose too much of a threat for you, but I still think if you don't go 1-0 down by some shit penalty, I believe getting back in the game might be a myth. And now that I keep thinking again, I keep forgetting, because everyone says about Tottenham, top of the league, 1 game a week. Chelsea are playing 1 game a week as well. Like, what?
Hey,
it's true.
You might have playing
No one talks
1
about it.
game a week and are still stinking. Home and away.
The only difference
you need this competition. You need this competition for
No,
extra.
that's what I'm saying.
We were saying you lot could cheese this cup. You get to the semis, you could cheese the Carabao Cup out of the season.
100%.
Bro, my thing is, the reason why I'm joking around saying, if buts to I don't want to think we can't win. Like, we actually have to win. Like, it's not even a thing of like, do you think you're gonna win? No, we have to win. We must win. And like Iman is saying, this cup could be go a long way for us. Like, the finals of February, you win that. You never know for the season if we get a good January window, bang. You could push top 6, maybe. You know what I'm saying? So top 5, sorry. But my thing is
Score
that
prediction.
we need to actually play well, because Tottenham's coming up. And like Kaz was saying, the question you asked me, bro, if we lose against Spurs and we struggle against Blackburn, as an example.
Apparently, if you lose against Spurs, you're already 17 points behind them.
That's what I'm saying. That's not good enough.
Crazy, bro.
And then their squad is like, you look at their squad and go, Son's cold, Madison, but you wouldn't go their squad on paper is massively the levels or even better than ours. You would probably say Chelsea's better overall, right? So why are we 17 points behind them with Poch who's been in the Premier League before? That's where the issues come. So Blackburn is it's not even a stepping stone. It's a freaking little step up. And then you play against Spurs and then do decent and then cool, we can talk. But that Brentford performance probably deflated a lot of Chelsea fans. Gassed after Arsenal draw, thinking, let's get this win. Let's get Brentford. Let's get Blackburn. Let's go into Spurs gassed. And then, bruv, you get stung.
Yeah, man. Bob's your uncle, man.
Just like that. But for all of you, man, in the chat, doing all of that in your sock, we're going to beat them. So just chill out.
Yeah. Wait, Galzil, why can I not see the comment in this chat, but I can see him in the other one. Anyways,
about Chelsea.
Yeah, man. Yeah, like I don't know how that's arrived. I have no idea. Anyways, maybe is it the right Gal? It might be the wrong one. But yeah, what are we saying in score predictions? I'm actually gonna be bold. Is that the actual Gal? I need to know if that's the actual Gal, because I swear I had him on.
It is.
No, I need to go on his profile or something. Someone go on his profile and let me know if that's the real one. Yeah, let me know if that's the real one. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Would you already be a model? Is that someone pretending to be a Gal? Yeah, someone said this is a fake Gal. Exactly, man.
Bruh.
So yeah, go on his profile and let me know if it goes straight to it, because we don't want no frauds. But anyways, score prediction. I can't lie. I think Chelsea win this one 3-0.
3. When's the last time you seen Chelsea score 3 goals?
Luton. You telling me Luton Town are anything worse than Blackburn? No chance. So I'm gonna go 3-0.
1-0 Chelsea.
You don't rate us. Safe. I want to go.
Do you rate you? Do you rate Chelsea?
Do I rate us? I want to rate us with this performance here. Ready? I want to go, yeah? I don't ask questions here. 3-0 Chelsea. Clean sheet.
You don't score 3 goals. When have you not scored?
No, but I think yeah, but you can say the same for us. We won 3-0 against Palace.
You man are fit as well. You man are horrible.
Exactly,
as well.
I know, but
you got two cheeks of the same ass.
No, they're worse than us. I'm not having it.
Yeah, one maybe has a shit stain on it, as I said. You're 2 cheeks of the same ass, man. Come on, boy. Come on, man.
Yeah, man. All right, guys, by the way, there's nearly 700 of you here. I mean, 600 of you here. Please.
For a bridesmaid, though.
Anyways,
you man aren't even invited to the wedding.
Let's chill out.
You man aren't even invited to the wedding.
For bridesmaid, I'll be honest. A lot of chat for bridesmaid.
There's 600 people nearly here. Please smash the like button. Just double check. Just double check if you've done it or not. So everyone that has done so, I appreciate you lot. Moving on, Arsenal got West Ham at West Ham. So either someone's going to smash the iron on the bubbles or someone's going to come away into the next round. So either or, Arsenal going to fill the second string team. Last time out, they were solid against Brentford. You could say that second string team. They had Ben White, Tomiyasu, Gabriel, who was rested, and also Kivior, who played last game. So maybe you might see Zinchenko play potentially. Who knows? And Gabriel in the same lineup. They had Smith Rowe, Havertz, and Jorginho. They had the kid on the right, and Ketia, who's on recent form. And also they had Reece Nelson. Hammers changed up their team themselves, but when they're going to play a tougher opposition, you can expect better players. And maybe that's going to be the same case for Arsenal since they did rest against Sheffield United. So the way I'm going to look at it, I think it's going to be a tough game for both teams, obviously, and both teams will do well to go through. But I'm in contemplation mode because once we're talking about it, that I don't know if Mikel Arteta cares about this trophy enough to field a strong team, considering he's got Newcastle away on the weekend, and unless got the turn back out, bigger fish to fry. You know,
he needs to care about this because all he has to his name is an FA Cup. He needs to care about every competition, and I think he does. I don't think Arteta doesn't care. I think he does, and I think this is probably a great chance for Arsenal to get a trophy. If you're talking about on paper, they're probably the best team in the competition, maybe just above Liverpool, and they shouldn't really be fearing any team in this competition. But maybe Chelsea, because in a head-to-head, Chelsea like to stand up against the bigger teams, but that's probably it. Maybe a Liverpool if they draw us at Anfield. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a great opportunity for Arsenal to go get some silverware without maybe having to break too much of a stride, in my opinion. So I think
if they beat West Ham, they'll be looking at it like, yeah, we could definitely win this competition light work. Like, there's no reason why they can't be top of the league with Tottenham, obviously, playing well enough. And I think they should be looking at this competition to win. I don't like this notion of, we've got bigger fish to fry. They haven't won anything, and they're chatting. Bro, these kind of wins are massive. Liverpool, Man City now bring this to the table. When Pep retires, these Carabao Cups count. They all count, bro, like the trophies. So I don't know why any Arsenal fans should be saying, it doesn't matter. We got to do it. Bro, you need to win this trophy. You need to compete. You need to learn how to win. That's how you learn how to win. So they beat West Ham today. They should be looking at this competition like, yeah, we could bag this.
What kind of team do you think? What kind of team are you going to think? Because let's think about Arsenal. I'm going to see what team they played against Sheffield real quick, and you lot can give judgment on that, yeah? One sec. So against Sheffield United, they lined up without. Well, they did play Zinchenko left back, so they didn't play Gabriel. They started Emil Smith Rowe, meaning there was no Jorginho, and there was no Ødegaard either. That in the starting lineup, but the front three was the front three. Obviously, Nketiah, Saka, Martinelli. Trossard didn't play. I think he might have come on. They had 5 substitutions. Tomiyasu obviously had a great game as well. You know, they got when you deep it, they got a really good team. Like, even in backups, when you deep it, even if West Ham do field their first team-ish, like Arsenal, maybe there's indications that they do care about this cup. You know, we could see Ødegaard start today. We could see Gabriel start today. Apparently, Ødegaard is injured. Apparently, Rice against his former club. Gabriel, Ramsdale. Some people want to call him Scamsdale, whatever you want to call it. That's another situation in itself. What are you saying, once, man? Am I overthinking this a little bit?
No, I mean, I still think Arsenal should win this game. I don't know why people in the chat are saying that I had chest for Chelsea. I had chest for Arsenal, but not Chelsea.
We're speaking about me still.
No, I'm talking about Chelsea. When I say you, I mean Chelsea. Like, that's the thing on my. I think people that don't know. No, in fact, no, I'm not even having that. I've been on Never Found long enough. You lot know when I address a person, I mean their team. But just to clear that one up. But Arsenal, at the end of the day, I don't like the attitude of I don't care about the Carabao Cup. You don't get to say that. You know what I'm saying? You don't get to say I don't care about the Carabao Cup because you don't win big trophies. No champs, no Prem for 19 and a half years. So therefore, Carabao's, FA Cups is your domain. And it has been your domain. So at the end of the day, You should be cherishing these trophies, everyone that you can get. Until I see a Champions League or a Premier League, because at the end of the day, I know some people have their values of certain trophies, but I just think it's a bit cheeky. Do you know what I'm saying? I just think it's a bit cheeky. Like Chelsea fans have quite a wide range of trophies. Recently, they probably have the most trophies just past City in terms of in the 2000s, and they'll still be happy to win a Carabao Cup knowing where they are as a position. Now, yes, Arsenal are a top team, but I think they are the best team in the competition, and they should be willing to add any piece of silver where they can. And I think Arteta thinks that too, personally. So
yeah, and to address the comment was about me, because some guy said it as well. You're talking about Ches, bro. Why I'm saying this is because Arsenal fans, I want to say, chat the most, but they don't win the most. So the reason why I've got chest for Arsenal fans on behalf of you is because you're talking like a team who wins. Then go and win then. Go win the FA Cup and Carabao Cup. Don't be talking to you about trophies and da. I know where my club is right now, innit? But your club apparently is the top of the crop, whatever. Da. So go win. You shouldn't be looking at these trophies like
they're going into the game in good form as well. Like I'm not even. There's nothing to really slate on them, innit? Like if that's what the angle you're trying to go with, I'm not too sure, but I don't think you can anyways. They just beat Sheffield United 5-0, clean sheet, 5 goals. And Nketiah, the striker that they're going to rely on, is probably going to play. West Ham recently have been absolute shit. They conceded they just lost to Everton. Everton, yeah, was smashed by Villa, right? I don't see how, you know what, I think this still goes to penalties because I think West Ham play a proper strong team, and it is kind of hard to break West Ham down. You know all about that, Ches. But I just think Arsenal might have a bit too much maybe in the bag now. Like, I think I might have changed my mind a little bit. Do you know what I mean? Maybe he does need to care about it. I think Mons provides a good argument of maybe they do need to go get this trophy and take this one seriously.
Not maybe they do. How can you won 4 FA Cups in the last 18 years? What do you mean? What do you mean?
What kind of copium is this?
Right, why are you getting angry, man? Why are you getting angry?
It's starting to annoy me as well. They talk the most, win the most. Man are telling me, oh, by the way, you went 30 years. No, I went 30 years about a Premier League. That is what I went 30 years about. Cool. And do you see me sitting here saying I don't care about the Carabao? Bring me every trophy. I need to stat pad ahead of Manchester United as much as I can. That's the basis. Silverware is silverware. Bring me all of it. You think, bro, I have more trophies than Arsenal, more big trophies than Arsenal, and you think I'm out here selecting what trophy I can? You think them man? I still want every trophy, and you think man could be selective about trophies? After being known to FA Cups, there are 20-year-old Arsenal fans that have never seen a Prem. I've never seen no Arsenal fan has seen the champs. Not one. And you think you can pick and choose trophies? Come on, man. And they're cheeky. You know what they'll say? If they got the Champions League, you know what they'll say, innit? They'll be like, oh, no, the Premier League's harder to win. It's better to compete in it. That's what they do, man.
No.
Listen,
that's what we watching. You can never say a trophy is harder to win if you haven't won one. Win both. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, win both. Win both, and then you could enter that argument. Then you get the goal.
Yeah.
Says you're being let's talk about Liverpool now. Anyways, Mons, you're being emotional again over something no one said. We won FA Cups before. The next phase is major trophies, is what Aya is saying.
But next phase is 19 years and counting. That's what's next phase. You've been saying next phase since 05?
Well, could we say then, Mons, going off what you're saying, that you must beat Bournemouth tonight? Like, you must.
I must beat Bournemouth. Exactly. I must, of course. I must. There's no excuses. I'm even in good form. I've lost one game this season, and that was from some stupid decision. We must beat Bournemouth. There is no excuses. None. I don't care how much we rotate. We should be beating Bournemouth. I want to win the Carabao Cup because I'm only about 2 trophies ahead of Man U. Let me extend that. So again, people, you lot are saying, oh, look at your team, look at your trophy. Bro, I have more trophies than Arsenal, so I don't need to have that argument. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not being emotional over something no one has said. I can see in the comments, people are saying, I don't care about the Carabao, because if you lot do lose to West Ham, then all I'm going to hear is, I don't care about the Carabao. I don't care about the Carabao.
So what are we going to hear if you lose to Bournemouth tonight?
I'll be hot still, because I want to win every trophy. I want to win every trophy, bro.
So what happens? Well, we went through your team. Bournemouth played a half-strong team last time out. They're probably going to play an even stronger team this time out because it is against you lot. But you're not. You will play Kwanzaa. You will probably play at left back. What's his name again? the other left back. I can't remember. He played last game against Leicester City.
Okay.
You're probably going to play Endo, Gravenberch. A lot of people were onto Endo last game. Gravenberch, Curtis Jones, who's recently come back from injury as well, not too long ago as well, isn't it, right?
Curtis
And
Jones,
then
he was suspended.
Suspended. All right. And then obviously Curtis Jones, Gakpo's back as well. Like it's all right. It's looking all right for you. But I think Bournemouth, this is going to be a tight game as well, Mons, man. This is no easy. Carabao, the thing is in the cup, you can't predict it like the Premier League because you just can't. It's impossible, right? Because there's too much personnel that changes and different motivations. You know, with you lot, I don't know. Would you say your team has enough hunger? You battered Leicester, bro. They should have been like 7-1, maybe even 6-1 or something like that. Bournemouth's going to be a tough game, man. You know, so you must, Mons, as well. At the same breath, you had all this energy for Arsenal. You got to put the same energy on your own club.
Yeah, because my expectations are different. I'm not here saying I don't care.
Your voice, your tone is lowered.
No, bro. I started talking like this when we were talking about the Arsenal game, and I said I feel like Arteta should. Well, I think he wants to win the trophy. I gave Arteta credit and said I think he wants to win every cup he's in, personally, because they went and Brentford away, or upon rotation they've done well. But
you must
when man started saying,
you must win this competition. I think Klopp needs this for his squad and himself as well. At the same point, like Arteta,
I think we're just as capable as Arsenal to win the Carabao Cup. I already admitted Arsenal a little bit better than us, but squad-wise as well. But I still think Liverpool have every chance to win. It is going to depend on the draw. In terms of Bournemouth, I think even if we rotate, the squad is strong enough to beat Bournemouth. Like, it's just as simple as that. If you look at Bournemouth's team, I think they will go full strength. I think Solanke, Billing, Aarons will probably come back into the side. But, you know, I don't know if Salah's going to start. I think it might be Elliott. It might be Grav, Curtis, Endo in the midfield, along with maybe Gakpo and Jota. Nunez might get a start. But at the end of the day, I do feel like this isn't a game where we need to take lightly, because again, Man City are, I can't stress, Man City are not in. Thank you, Newcastle. Man City are not in this competition. It's anyone's to win.
Dog eat dog, innit? Everyone's got a chance.
Dog eat dog. Now football's normal again. This is a normal competition now. So this is why I'm like, yeah, let's go, bro. And this isn't just Liverpool. Think about this for any team. Imagine you go win this round, and then you go and get Port Vale. And then Fulham lose and to Ipswich, and you go get Ipswich. You might just be in the semi-final. You might just be in the. Do you know what I'm saying? Bring me Ipswich, bro. Give me Ipswich. I swear to God, give me.
Bring me Port Vale.
Bring me
Port Vale. Oh my God.
Please.
I would love to see Ipswich versus Middlesbrough, to be honest, because it'll be Kieran McKenna versus Michael Carrick again. Huh?
I need Anfield. How about this? I need Port Vale at Anfield. That's what I need.
But the thing is, though, Monshare, your energy has changed. Yeah, I don't want to. I have to call you out on it, fam. Like,
what energy?
You went from saying Arteta, you must. The season you had last year was absolutely horrendous in your standard. Yeah, but I don't hear no criticisms on your own manager. Even though, to be fair, look, to be fair, they're both in the same. They're both no. They both in the same position. He's in the same position as Arsenal, near enough. Yeah, they've been winning good. Actually, last game out they won great. But same thing with his club. It's the same thing.
No, because it's different.
Energy. Yeah, but the difference is you hate Arsenal, and so does he.
No. Let me expand. The difference is I'll tell you what the difference is. It was only recently that Mons was probably watching that final against Chelsea and the FA Cup final, meaning they actually got there and won it. So he's experienced the winning. So his thing is like, it's not going to be the same Vim because he knows they're going to compete. He knows Klopp takes it seriously and they've won it. Whereas Arsenal haven't done any of those.
Last time I checked last year, yeah, I'm not here to say, I'm being a victim. But last time I thought this cup was nothing.
No.
That's what I'm saying. I never said it's worth anything. But he didn't disregard. It though. Did he?
I've got Arsenal fans in the comments here saying, Arteta needs this trophy. When last time I thought it was a dud trophy, and then now he was one over Man United, bro. Your energy is off.
Kaz, Jacobs and that are telling me we don't care about. I don't care
about. That's what I'm saying. You're saying they don't care.
And this is my point. This is why I say people are missing my point. Maybe I need to dumb my energy down and speak quietly and say it. Let's do it this way. Arsenal are being very cheeky. Some Arsenal fans, not all, are being very cheeky by saying they don't care about a cup competition like the Carabao.
What he's trying to say it's like Tottenham fans when they say they don't care.
Because on the basis of the last 20 years or so, you lot have only won FA Cups. So therefore, it's not like you're consistently challenging for the champs. You've competed for the Premier League twice in the last 20 years. Twice, maybe 3 times if you want to count the 09 season with the Eduardo injury. If you want to throw that one in there. Do you know what I'm saying? So, like, and for me, my team has won it all recently. I won both of them a couple of years ago, and I'm still saying, man wants this trophy. I'm not discarding the cup. I'm not
What do
discarding
you mean?
the CARABAO.
You all discarded it last year. You all did, bro.
No.
You all did. You all did. I don't know about
The
Chen.
argument was you lot were celebrating the cup here when you hadn't won, and we had to dumb you lot down a bit because, bro, that's your only trophy in 6 years.
So wait. Dumb me down when you're saying when Arsenal haven't experienced tasting trophies in so long, yeah, and it's one FA Cup, but yet they must, and it's good for them and everything. But when it comes to Man United, yeah, and I know you're gonna say big Man United, but you can say the same thing for Arsenal. When we ain't won nothing, when we won that trophy, you played it down. Specifically, you, yeah, you, all of you, man. That's all of it. That's can do that. To be fair, he's allowed. He's an exception, yeah. But all of a sudden, it's all different, yeah. When it comes to this season, all of a sudden, I just don't understand it.
Kaz,
I don't understand it.
Kaz is not different.
I hear Kaz
In the last 6 years, you have won 1 Carabao Cup and nothing else. Yeah.
Well,
when you were celebrating, it was all right, big. Like, first of all, your run was shameless.
What do you mean? I posted a picture of my old profile. You went over celebrating it as well during COVID.
Let me land. Your cup was shameless. Your cup run was shameless as fuck. And then you both got the red card because he fell on the football like an idiot. And you had to play Newcastle with Karius goal. Inferiority content. You played every game at home. You played every game at home. I don't want to hear it.
That's not our fault, is it? That's not our fault, though, is it?
No, because it was the over celebration.
No, don't do that.
No. I'm not saying you. I'm saying. Hold on.
These men were gonna get a parade out, or they did, or something like that, for a fucking FA Cup bubble. You get me over celebrating. Don't talk about me over celebrating. Them man won during COVID and no fans with the Carabao Cup. I'm not trying to hear that.
About that one. You can't. The airplane was coming out. The parade. That's crazy. We should be doing parades.
Yeah, bro, it's not that. At least, bro, it is shameless. But an FA Cup and a Carabao Cup, that's the 2 domestic cups we want both. Whether you do a parade for it.
No, but it's the levels you expected to reach. That's not it.
100%. I'm not saying it's not that. But again, that's why I'm splitting opinions in the chat right now.
Double standards, G.
Because those with standards.
Celebration police, G.
Bro, you're allowed to have standards according to what you win, in my opinion.
Kaz, I don't like what Kaz wants. I know what Kaz is trying to do here. He's trying to convolute our point and trying to say, why wasn't the same energy for Man United? Because you man over celebrate. The context matters, bro.
But then he's about to celebrate that he's going to get one more trophy more than Man United all of a sudden.
Arsenal fans are saying, it don't matter. We could discard this trophy.
You know what? You had a better season than Arsenal. You were saying you had a better season than Arsenal.
We did.
This is what
that's what I'm saying. That's too much, bro.
How is that too much? If you finish in the same competition place where you're gonna do and get a trophy, that's a better
Hindsight
season.
Is why it's too much because look where they are.
When you're talking about progression wise, of course it's not, because obviously
that's what's important to me though.
There you go.
Yeah, it's just important. But he said, by the way, hand on heart, trophies. All the trophies, no matter what, is the most important thing. That's what Mont said. But all of a sudden, it's different energy. There's different energy, bruv. That's what I'm trying to say.
Context, though, isn't it?
Yeah, let me do these because someone's at Monts twice. No, sorry, not this one. Aya's come again. He said, when we win these cups, pause by the way. Wow. When we win these cups, you guys tell us we aren't a big club until we win major trophies. When we target major trophies, suddenly we're arrogant. Which one is it? We aren't Spurs.
Do you want me to answer that?
Well, is that you, Monts? Yeah.
I don't call Arsenal arrogant for targeting major trophies. Like, if Arsenal should be targeting the Premier League this year after the season they had, and in the Champions League, I wouldn't say like you don't have a chance to win it. It's probably the better chance you've had to win the Champions League in a long, long time. I wouldn't put you as the favourites, but there should be Arsenal should be aiming for the bigger trophies. But I also think at the same time, because two things can be true at the same time. You can also be in contention for the big trophies, but trust me, winning them is a different conversation to challenging for it. And Arsenal fans, look how close you came last year. You guys should know that more than anyone. I should know that more than you. How close have I come to winning the Premier League? How close have I come to winning it time and time again? Winning it and coming close to winning it is here and here. I'll tell you that right now. So, but at least I have a Prem and a Champs of recent times to fall back on to show my capabilities. You do not have that in the last 20 years. So if you win a Carabao, please accept it with open arms, because you know your cabinet ain't really booming like that on a lot of recent to be chatting like you can discard trophies. That's my point, Chef. That's my point.
That's literally it. It's
I
not.
wouldn't say anyone's favourites to win, anyways. Mr. Link says Monster's giving Arsenal the same energy they gave us. Who's us? Who does Mr. Link support? I don't know who you support, Mr. Link. Are you a Liverpool fan? Yeah, he's Liverpool fan, isn't it?
Yeah, oh yeah, bro. I give my own club the same energy.
So we need to win the quad then, I guess.
No, I said you should aim to win. Bro,
People can't do critical thinking. People actually can't be critical. Oh, it's not that difficult what he's saying. Is that
crazy, bro?
Last one. Hybrid says, Ches, until you have more majors, your little bro karma.
Cool, yeah. You land on that 20 years.
Man said Chelsea needs to win more majors, you know.
No, yeah. But Chelsea literally have, you know what? They don't have more majors, but I do.
Well, it's definitely a debate sort of thing.
They've won
two Champions Leagues, obviously, so that I do hear that.
2 Champions Leagues is too heavy.
In 10 years, bro. In 10 years as well.
That's heavy.
Yeah. Arsenal haven't got a Champions League in 100 and just since they've been.
We've got 2 Europa Leagues and 2 champs. That's too heavy. It's heavy, bro.
Yeah, no European. Yeah, Arsenal, you man do share the European team with West Ham and that. Stable, fam.
Oh man,
they do have like nation, like Arsenal are nationwide. Arsenal aren't worldwide, but they're nationwide.
All right. To round it off, Liverpool predictions. I'm gonna say, you know what? I hate Liverpool, so I'm gonna say Bournemouth.
3-1 Liverpool, man.
2-1 Bournemouth.
We must.
I'm saying 4-0. Easy.
You know what? I wouldn't put it past you. I don't want to put it past you. And also, guys, make sure you like the video on the way out. Make sure you go over to Monster's channel. Monster needs more subscribers, man. He's nearly on 7,000. Nearly. He is absolutely coughing for them extra subs to get him there because some of you are lacking. So go in the description below where it's underneath the like button, which you should have liked, in my opinion. I think this has been a good stream. And then you will see Monster's channel. But other than that, before you go there, enjoy this clip because he thought he could run something on my club. I'm going to run on his club.
No.
I say though, we're gonna 6. Never doubt my owners. FSG to the day I die. FSG to the day I die.
I used to pray for times like this, a midfield rebuild. Then I looked at Caicedo, thought he was getting Chelsea, and I looked around and I had Jones on the left, and then I started panicking. No Lavio on deck. I pulled up on the rope. I thought, listen. Let me not get into it. People. Oh, hold on.
You deserve this moment.
Do you know? Do you see? All right, listen. You see me right now?
Life like this sure is sweet, huh?
It definitely is.
You know that rich man law.
Wait, Brighton.
We're gonna win the league. We're gonna win the league.
Had a midnight deadline.
Yo, I don't like the video, man. What's
Liverpool went.
I fucking need this moment. Yeah, they crucified me. Yeah, they called us broke boys. Let me hold it down. I little dude from across the street. Let me hold it down. They called me broke. They said we were done. They said there was no DM. Well, guess what? Lavia was our second choice. Lavia was our second choice. He was our second choice. They called me deluded. They bullied me on Never a Foul. They tried to take me for a dickhead. Now they're fucking broke boys. Now who's broke now? Record-breaking price. I don't want to hear it from fucking no one. Yeah.
I got told that I can confirm that the deal with the club is agreed.